Well, that sounded like a broken record. Another great Margaux from 2022.
Yes.
From a property that, 30 years ago was making good wine, maybe not great wine.
Yeah.
This Margaux Renaissance thing
is fantastic, actually. Yeah.
Everyone's stepping in at the same time, spending money, making great wine, great vintages. It's so cool tasting through Margaux now.
Yeah.
Right? Because back in the 90s, you'd be like, a little clown car.
Yeah.
Now you taste through Margaux, you're like, damn.
Yeah.
And Disson's a damn wine.
No, for sure. And again, I mean, Jackie Lorenzetti, the owner of this property, as well as Pedesclo, just recently bought La Femme Rocher, which we will talk about. Lillian Ledouis. He is, man, he's a man dedicated.
He's possessed.
Yeah, absolutely dedicated. Looking for the great vineyards.
Yeah.
And they found a couple great vineyards within Margaux. And Isan, the funny thing about Isan, actually it's really, and I'm gonna kind of digress here. So we have this wine called Moulin Isan, right? That it's like $20, right? And it's basically as the road to Isan, it's the windmill side that's not part of Margaux,
right.
But it's great wine. And we sent out an offer, and I remember we accidentally bought an extra pallet of this wine, so we had all this, Moulin Isan, and and sometimes Kyle looks at me like, what are you doing, But I watch people come in here now and walk out with boxes of that wine.
Right, yeah.
And you know why? Because they drink it and it's like,
good.
OMG, right? For $20, it's stupid good wine.
Good, yeah.
But we're talking about the 22 Isan.
Right.
And again, this property gets massive scores. And deservedly so, because the wine is so good. And if for some reason, it's one of those wines that when we put them on the floor or we offer it out, it just disappears. Kind of like the Moulin Isan.
Yeah.
Very Margaux. Very, very Margaux in style. Again, we go back to big Margaux, elegant Margaux, and Isan very close to the river. I think it's a little cooler there. I think they got a little bit more, cooler soils. But yeah,
the wine felt a little on the bigger side. This wine's got volume.
No, it does, and I think a lot of that has to do with the vintage, for sure. But for me, there's that Margaux thing kind of pops a little bit.
Yeah. A fineness, not finesse, a fineness to this wine. It is really ample. 2/3 Cabernet this year.
Yeah, 2/3, 30 Merlot.
Alcohol 14.6, which means that's some ripe ass Cabernet.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But I like the way they handle the wine. Again, you have these silky tannins. The wine's ultra refined, subtle, just very ingratiated. Another one of those 22s you can drink now.
Yeah.
When we were tasting this wine out of barrel, it was like, I'll have more.
Yeah, no, for sure.
5 o'clock yet?
Actually, we hung out one night at La Femme Rocher. So, and we were with the head guy there, and we're drinking Isan.
Yeah, 22 Dissam.
Yeah.
I didn't have a problem with it.
Yeah. we had that with our dinner, but it was good to taste, again. So, great wine, fantastic wine, good value, always good value too.
What does it cost this year? What
in the 60s.
In the 60s?
Yeah. Somewhere around there.
Damn, Margaux's got that 30 to 70 area cordoned off,
Totally.
man. For value,
when you think about it, yeah.
30 to 70 bucks. Margaux's.
Margaux's the biggest appellation, so there's a lot of wineries there. But I think a lot of people go in there because it's a Margaux appellation, and say, hey, let's raise the bar here.
Yeah.
And when you talk about wines from Margaux, going back, you said in the 70s and 80s, 90s, was in 2000s when it was all kind of starting to change, and it has. And this is a great property.
Yeah, good for Chateau d'Issam, good for the Lorenzettis. Way to go, Hammer. Killed it.